Hi, good evening, everyone. Gosh, I'm not used to this, but uh, so my story is not going to be much different from everyone who are leaders and create large spaces of life in their business. I am also very traditional, so I need that paper. I saw most of them didn't need it. Though it's about my life, but still it has to be narrated in a sequential manner. I'm from born and brought up in a low middle class family, Marwadi family out of Mumbai, Kalva Devi. No different than any Indian, influenced very hard, very, very hardly with Bollywood. Didn't have the privilege of having a colored TV in my house for the longest time. So I used to borrow screen time in others' houses and sit on the floor and watch while they were sitting on their sofas. Uh, but these are the beatings you get in life, and I took it very revengefully to myself. Uh, my father was a textile trader, manufacturer, everything. And watching all the Bollywood actors, especially my favorite was Amitabh Bachchan, Mithun Chakrabarti, and then Jackie Shroff, which I still feel that Jackie is the best dressed man in the industry today. And so I was influenced in my young days, used to pick up bulbs and wires when I was in class 8, tried to do when I learned how to get battery attached and the lights to go on. So I said, let's make a costume of Yarana. Failed couple of times, did not have leather, so went and bought Rexine from the shoe guy and got it stitched with my mother. Didn't work, failure. So much early in time, left education. I was not keen in it. I am 12th dropout. I was just busy copying exams, almost 80%, and bribing or whatever. So it didn't suit my personality of not being real to myself. So I just gave up education, and my parents didn't even bother what was it doing to me. So they said, "ठीक है, नहीं करना है, मत करो." Left it. Went up to stealing some fabric out of dad's office, making duplicate keys, getting tailoring done for myself, and hiding those clothes. Otherwise, I would be questioned where you get these new ones from. Stole a lot of clothes of friends. They're my best friends now. And yeah, so then I was fortunate to join dad's business, which was trading, but I was very core down to the technicalities of every business that I've done. I've done 3 businesses. बचपन में किसी ने बोला था कि 6 business करेगा, third पे तो आ गया हूँ. I don't know how. What are the next 3? So I believe in Rekha. Eventually, was fortunate to get so technical that I was handed over Century Denim Mills by Mr. Dalmia, who was the CEO and president of Mr. B.K. Babu Birla. And I had to go and run that mill in Indore, Satrati, and keep traveling in and out, and it could make 69 sorts of denim to go and travel to 362 sorts, and I was taking about 40% of that denim to export to Bangladesh. So we became award-winning trading exporters to Bangladesh. Denim was my key subject. Then I went to textile, from textile moved to value addition garmenting and exports of garment. Fortunate for almost 14 years with Inditex Group, being the only manufacturer for Zara out of India for men's shirts. I was the chief and the leading designer and manufacturer for them out of India. I was very, very fortunate to be the founding designer of Inditex Zara, Mr. Pere Burak. My margins were soaring where I didn't know how to quote for garments. I was a textile guy. I would just use calculators for just for a few minutes to show that I'm doing some math, and I would just say $13, $16, and $14, and the margins were like 80%, 100%, 122%. Zara was a very quick incident. Zara was like just desktop. Zara Inditex made a phone call. They said, come over, and I said, okay, now I have 1 week. Took some fabrics from Salem, learned a lot from Salem, did some block printing in Dharavi, made some line of shirts and went and sold to them, and they were impressed by hand block printing men's shirt, you know. I was fortunate to serve 3 brands in Spain and start 3 men's shirt in Italy. Gazzarini, the complete line for 60 men's fashion in Italy. Did business with Replay and all of that. Funny garments, complete suits made out of bandanas, literal rumals of Indian desi rumals our mothers and all had, which I had to pick up from Dadar, stitch them as a patchwork and then make garments and sell it to them. It was tough. Shipment was like a bleeding episode for me. Slept in the factory. So dreamt, margins was great. Went to, it started dipping. World got global. They started sourcing everywhere. Price pressure. Went to retail. I always dreamt big. Dreamt 3 brands, real estate, everything together. So I had Rare Rabbit, Rareism, Rare Ones, all names registered one day. And I told my dad, we're making a lot of money. I need to live for myself. Now I'm 40. And I can't live out of Europe for so long. So here I am with 6 years of brand, 101 stores this year, 53 stores opened this year alone. My team, I'm not an educated CEO. I get overwhelmed with a lot of CEOs here and their whole demeanor. I wish I would have been on the other side of working someday, being a job seeking guy, and worked with some CEOs who would have literally got some good reportings done from me. Learned the hard way. I thank my team, my family here. So I hope the dream is not too small. There's one last point I want to make because I don't know kal hona ho, zindagi na milegi dobara. I struggled a lot to get there are many people who were asking me, how did you get so many stores and everything? I cannot tell you how sticky I am when I am. And I would sit with a phone call register of 62 people to call every second day on a sequential manner. Jitu Bhai of Jade Blue was the first person who just saw the product and he says, Ana dhanda karvanu che. And his brother just went with my shirts to try it in the bathroom, which was behind his cabin, and it was my first bill to him. Mr. Norman Razak of Prestige Group was the second man who said he fought with his niece and the family to give me the first store there. I didn't even realize that I am in the UB City store. But we made that store cash profitable from day one, from 1 year itself. All our retail stores do that. And it's only because the product stands without me and without my team's effort. It just talks to the consumer directly without any AI, without any tech. It's touch field store, and it does superbly well with best reviews. So thank you so much, guys, for having me here. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Thanks, Manish. Vikram?
Don't run away so fast.
It's an honor to get a question from him as well. I met him when I was 17 years old in Madurai.
You don't reveal my age to anybody. So, what drives you and what makes your heart sing?
What drives you and?
What drives you in life? And what is it?
What drives me?
And what is it that makes your heart sing?
My heart sink.
S-I-N-G.
Oh, sing, not sing. But theek hai, dono the depth is same. For me, I mean, my whole family dreams fabric and textiles, and if I can position myself or create one simple example that India can do it, I mentioned that even yesterday. I promise my dream will be if I could have an MBO one day of only talents. I've been pitching to 2 malls. They should give once, at least when Vishak was doing that debate there, give at least 6,000 square feet for people and kids and talent to just come there without a contract signed for 1 month and go on retail. If they can't do it one day, I will do it. I'm going to bring home those talent.
Thank you.
Thank you.